So you guys are in my car. Sorry, I'm sitting out here. I'm waiting. Daughter, she's doing her appointment. I just was, oh, this Uranus and Taurus business has just got me on something different. It is so neat, you guys. Good morning. Hi, Diane. Hi, everybody. So let me just tell you, Uranus and Taurus, and yes, we're going to talk about the full moon. Don't worry, I'm going to get us there. But Uranus and Taurus has really kicked me into some different thinking. And it was almost like immediately, which was such a trip because the day that Uranus moved into Taurus, the very first thing that happened for me is I got up and I had offers from 2 different radio programs to do shows for them. Then I had Lifetime Movie Network reach out to me to do a show with them. I had a person post a blog about me along with Barbara Goldsmith, which was so cool. You know what I mean? And that's what I woke up to. It didn't happen during the day. I woke up to this stuff just happening and just kind of realizing that, yeah, it is time for me. Oh, I love me some Barbara. It was time for me to get really different. At the same time, my dissertation is almost done. I will be defending that in just a few weeks here. So that was very exciting. It has just been, it has been a really interesting time. So that brings us up to this full moon that we've got happening today, which the full moon in Sagittarius for me hits down in my 4th house, right? So the full moon, first of all, says that something has to be ended, acknowledged, or adjusted. That's what we're doing at a full moon. We're bringing some kind of culmination. We are ending something. You know what I mean? We're moving on. And it's so beautiful because as soon as we end something, there's an immediate beginning to something else as well, right? So the full moon is really, in my opinion, such a beautiful time because we just get to move from cycle to cycle. And here's the deal. When I listen to metaphysical things or tarot or astrology or any of this stuff, it's always about, oh, you will awaken to this, you will awaken to that. And the truth is, you guys, every day we are awakening to something. So if you're tired of hearing about the awakening, it's just the truth, Don't get upset with anybody. It's just the truth. We are all awakening. Hi, Heather. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Pokey. So this full moon is yet another awakening for all of us. And in the energy of Sagittarius, what happened for me this morning as I got up and kind of started my day, I sat in some meditation like I do every day, and it was just blaring in the back of my mind, like coming through. Hey, Britt, we have got to talk about the truth. Like, we've got to have some truth. We've got to have some ease, and we've got to gather some information today. That's what's happening, and really over the next 4 weeks, okay? So let's start at the truth here. It is apparent. Sagittarius is an energy that likes to be happy. They like to be optimistic. They like things to just be comfortable. It's a very let's be comfortable kind of energy. However, it's interacting with moon energy today, which is our emotions. And when our emotions get involved, we bring things to the surface, right? And it's not always comfortable. It's not always easy. It is, good morning, Carmen. It is, hi, Lavana. It is not always fun, right? We're not always comfortable in it. So as we're talking about the truth, here's my deal. My question for you today that really spurred this whole live chat is, what is a truth that you know? It's kind of lingering back here quietly. It's like just a mustard seed worth of information, and you don't want it to be true. Right? What is that thing that you do not want to be true, but you've got to hear the truth on it because the truth is what sets us free, right? From the truth, I'm based in reality, and I can make some different decisions on how to move forward. Hey, H-Town. So what is the truth today? What's the truth about what's welling to the surface for you? If it is joy and it is gratitude in its movement, beautiful. Work with that. What is that gratitude about? Right? And here's the thing I want to just say about gratitude as well. Like, I hear people say all the time, I'm so grateful for fill in the blank, right? But what is the behavior? Do you have grateful behavior, right? Because I can't say I'm so grateful for this person in my life, and then I treat them like donkey poo, right? Like, that's not gratitude. This is gratitude, right? A couple years ago, I was out and I'm bebopping around the city and all of this good kind of jazz. And I apparently set my purse down somewhere and got up and walked off without it. And that feeling, you guys know that feeling when you've lost something, like you lost your cell phone, you lost your purse, oh my gosh, that just, the like panic, right? And I'm going on and I'm trying to figure out where I left it. I'm going, oh my gosh, today is the day somebody's going to steal it. I had a little bit of money. So I was like, oh my God, they're going to take my 5 pennies, you know? It was just such a stressful feeling. And so I finally had to just say, all right, please help me. Please help me find it. Whoever, whatever's up there, whatever you're doing today, please help me find it. And lo and behold, they picked up my cell phone, which was in my purse, and called my mom and said, hey, you know, we have this stuff. This is where we'll be at. If you see her, can you tell her where we're at, and we'll wait here for her to come get it. So I did. I went back, and those people, when I saw them, I was grateful. It was a quiet moment of humility, of realizing that, oh my God, these people did not have to do this, right? And the woman apologized to me. She said, I'm so sorry I went inside of your purse. I was trying to figure out who to contact, and I'm so sorry that I went through your phone to figure out who to call. And I was thinking to myself, you are sorry? Like, I'm in such a state of gratitude that this woman would do that, not steal my money, and immediately think to herself, oh, I've got to figure out how to get this back to another person. That moment, that quiet moment in there, that was gratitude. And I got to think, is the truth? What's the truth for me? Am I living in gratitude? Is that quiet moment how I'm living, moving, and treating people? Right? So before you say you're grateful, where's your quiet moment? How are you treating people, places, and things around you? Okay, I'm off the box. Back to the truth, right? Here's the other truth I was thinking about as it came to mind for me. Maybe not the one that you don't want to hear. But is there a truth that's just kind of uncomfortable for you, right? Like, are you used to being a bit more pessimistic, and this full moon's got you feeling some kind of good? Are you, have you dropped out of that super feel good, and now today doesn't feel awesome to me? It is okay for you to have your feelings. It is okay for you to feel how you feel. Feelings are not always factual information. Feelings are facts in terms of that's how you feel. But just because you feel some kind of way doesn't mean that that's the truth about your entire reality, right? So whatever the feelings are, whatever the truth is that this moon is helping to well up for you, it's maybe trying to help you bring a little bit of closure to something. It's maybe giving you an opportunity to reevaluate how you feel about your feelings, right? Now, here's the other part of it, the ease, right? We've got to have some ease in our life, right? Be easy with yourself. Give yourself some credit. Give yourself some credit, right? You got up today, whether or not you have done anything. You might still have fuzzy little slippers on your teeth and brush those. Whatever it is, be easy with yourself a little bit today, because there's an ease and a comfortability that comes with this Sagittarian energy, right? And be easy with others, right? Grace. Let's have some grace with each other today. Grace is the slack the universe cuts us for being assholes. I need a lot of grace. Hand some grace to your fellows, right? Can you be easy with them and how they're feeling, and not run around taking them so personally, not taking yourself so personally, right? Especially, if you're working today, thank you for working. Thank you for contributing to society today. If you're working, if you're dealing with other people in any other way, shape, or form, some ease would be good for you. Take it easy, okay? Get real comfortable like a Sagittarius. Information. We need information, whether it's the information of you sitting down one-on-one with another person today and getting the information, getting some intel, learning something different, putting yourself and putting into your mind brand new knowledge. Today is a gorgeous day for information. And the biggest piece of information I think that you can jump on and be a part of today is that you don't know everything. Sagittarians are know-it-alls. Let me tell you what, I'm a ninth house Taurus. I know that know-it-all energy, right? And because they're such truth seekers, they're such information seekers, there can be this idea that they know just so much. And today you don't have to know it all. Over the next 4 weeks, you do not need to know everything. You don't have to be the biggest, the baddest, the fastest, the strongest, the prettiest. You don't have to do any of that. It's okay to be at the edge of everything you think you know. Hi, Toya, about life. It's okay to be at the end of everything you know about a particular subject and learn something else. This is a great day to learn something else. Today, I am spending the day learning how to use a QDA, which is a qualitative data analysis tool, right? And oh my gosh, I'm so excited about it. Okay, typically you'd have catch me 3 weeks ago and I'd have been like, oh man, not pumped. But today, even just via necessity, I've got to learn this tool in order to finish the assessment of my dissertation, to move forward, to bring culmination to something in my life. You see what I mean? So today's a great day to gather information. Maybe you need to gather information about timing, right? What's the best astrological timing for you to launch that business? Right? What's the best astrological timing for you to start a new program of study? What's the best astrological timing for you to travel someplace abroad, do something international, launch that book? Do you need to gather some information today around a relationship? You got something sitting on your heart and you're just not sure which way to tip it, right? Which is the best and most intuitive, easy, informed spiritual action for you to take? Today's a great day to get an answer to that. Gather information and be okay being uncomfortable getting new information today, you guys, because it's all about ending one timing for you so that you can immediately begin something else. Without new information, you simply cannot move forward. You can't, I can't, you can. It's an absolutely like gorgeous type deal. So I'm super pumped today. I got up knowing we needed a chat. We needed some information today. People maybe had some questions. Maybe people have something on their mind. So I'm doing today only. I've got a little offer for you guys. It's a $10 Ask the Moon, right? I just got up and I knew today. I'm like, people need some answers. We need some guidance. And here's what I keep coming to as well. This is something I was just sitting with another group of astrologers and spiritual teachers and stuff like that. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about people who have been in this game for a long time. And we are talking about how things are changing, right? Value, money, these things are changing. And the thing that keeps catching my heart is that just because you may not be that client who can spend the $500 to do the entire intensive and shift and do all of those things does not mean you're not the student who's willing to learn and really go out there and create something amazing in the world, right? So we were all talking about, how do we get to the students who are not spiritually, financially there yet? Because they are valuable, right? When I started in this game, let me tell you what, I didn't have 2 damn dimes to be putting into some real study to really building this business. I built Stormie Grace for free, right? On resources that were free, and I had to learn how to do that. So the most brilliant conversation. You think you're talking about astrologers who've been doing astrology. You're watching them weekly. You're reading these reports from them, and we're all kind of collectively in here, in the ease, right? Saying, wait a minute, some of our students, some of our big leaders are game changers in astrology, in healing, in science, in relationships. They're out there and they're just not at that financial point yet. And what are we going to do? Leave them in the dust and say, oh, too bad? No, that is not the business. So if you want to learn, if you've got questions, whatever it is today, I've got an offer going for you. Now, it's going to be limited. You guys, I'm telling you, I'm taking it off the table here later this evening. So if you've got a question, you're going to want to click in the description box of this video, or look for the link and you can do an Ask the Moon question. You send me a question, whatever the question is that's burning on your heart, and I'm going to answer you. I'm going to send you an answer back within 48 hours. I'm going to email you, okay? So if that is you, if you know today, or you know somebody in your world who is struggling and they are sitting at a tipping point, or they are just struggling because they can't figure out which direction to go, these are completely interesting times, and not everybody knows where to go. Now here, I'm going to answer this too, because I think this is a great question. What kind of projects do I recommend to do during Saturn retrograde? Now, first and foremost, during a Saturn and a Pluto is also retrograde at the same time. Remember, they're tag teaming this. So you need to know, first of all, where they're hitting in your chart and what aspects they're making, because what happened is that when Saturn was direct and Pluto was direct, they showed you where there are cracks in your cement. They showed you where things are not working out and you have to grow up, right? I don't care if you're 80. They have showed you where you have to grow up, because it's all about the maturity of the soul. It's not so much about the body. It's maturity of the soul, which creates a permanent maturity, right? So you once you know that, then you can see what you should be working on during a retrograde, right? Let's say that this has happened in your second house, okay? Did Saturn show you, hey, no, you're fine, your budget is good, it's on par, but you've got some skills that you're not out there using, and you need to be using those to make money for yourself. You need to be using those so that you remember your own value, your own perfection, your own beauty, right? Okay, if that is what's been happening, now that Saturn is retrograde, he's kind of giving you a break to work on those things for the next 5 months, because I promise you guys, all of you, when Saturn and Pluto come direct in September, if you have not been working on what they showed you needs help, it is going to be hard. You're going to be uncomfortable. I do not preach and teach malefic, this is doomsday kind of astrology, but it's going to be hard. Traditionally, this is what happens for everybody. You are either going to shit or get off the pot here. You know, really, truly take some action, right? And if you're not sure what that action is, get some help. Ask some questions. It's a beautiful energy. So with the full moon today, also a great energy to look at. Right? Where's this full moon hitting in your chart? What aspects is it making for you? Because it could be saying, hey, it's time to say goodbye to this group of friends. It's time to say goodbye to this organization, right? You need a new group of friends to support you. If you are dating someone, you might be saying, hey, this person is trying to capitalize on my freedom, on my travel, on what I really want to do in the world. Because remember, at this full moon, you're not asking about your value. You're out here demanding it. You're like, no, team me, okay? Right? Team, I'm going to do this is what's happening tonight. So it is just a beautiful energy with all of these things that are going on right now. And plus, let's keep in mind, you've also got Uranus and Taurus, and wherever that's hitting in your chart, it is showing you new, inventive, creative ways to step up. And I will tell you, earth signs, you may be, especially with Uranus and Taurus, and then this full moon happening today, you may be having the idea of a lot of different projects, right? You've got like a lot of irons in the fire. Oh, I could do this. Oh, I could do this. Oh, I could do this. Oh, I could do that. Ooh, excuse me, you guys. You could have a lot of those things going on where you're feeling like you could travel multiple different directions. That's okay, earth signs. My suggestion to you is just put them down on paper. Things are going to become clear. And also, this is fire energy we're having today, right? So earth signs, enjoy this. Dig into your fire a little bit. It's okay for you to have a lot of movement. It's okay to spend the next 4 weeks saying like, oh my gosh, this and this and this. Because remember, everybody, Mars is getting ready to take a retrograde. Okay, Mars is going to go retrograde June 26th. So our actions are going to start to slow down. So today, if you've got it, create with it. If there's something that's not working for you, get ready to shed it. Okay, so just a really lovely day, you guys. Just a lovely day to gather information, share information, move information. And I'm telling you, if you haven't been checking out other astrologers or other people talking about the metaphysics of the timing that we're in right now, I highly, highly encourage it. And I have to just tell you, I love Barbara. I love Barbara Goldsmith. So definitely check her out. And I too have been looking around at some of the other astrologers that are talking about things. Pam Gregory just has my whole heart. Everybody in England, I think, has my whole heart. And this royal wedding just did me one solid. So there's a lot of information, there's a lot of content, and it's not one astrologer versus the other. It's not one tarot reader versus the other. This is a community, you guys. This is a community of people who are trying to learn and grow together. We want to be here to teach you this art. We want to be here to teach you the skills of how you use astrology. So there's no, on my side and on the side of several people that I know that I work and talk with outside of YouTube, there's no competition, right? There's not someone's better than the other. We all have our own little special way of delivering things. We all have our special audience. You know what I mean? Not everybody listening to Barbara can hear Barbara. That's why they click away. Not everybody listening to me can hear me. That's why they click away, right? It just depends on, find your fit, find your team of people that you can and are willing to let into your life to learn with, because these are the people who are trying to help bring you to that next level. That's the deal, right? We're traveling with you. We're traveling with you. We meet you. I meet you on a level playing field. We meet as equals. I just happen to maybe know a little bit more about what I'm talking about at the time, but I'm going to bring you with me. So I hope that you watch tons of videos today. I hope you invest in the beautiful astrology teachers around you, because let me tell you what, we see you. We see you and we are thinking about you, and we want to help you as long as you want to help yourselves. You want to learn, you want to invest, we're here and we want to do that with you. So, all right, you guys, it's beautiful. It is sunny outside. I'm going to flip you guys around for just a second so you can see this beautiful Colorado place. Don't look at this car over here. That's lame. But look at these beautiful skies. Look at the trees. Look at everything just kind of going on today. It's absolutely gorgeous here. I'm going to get out there. I'm going to get out there today. I hope you get out there today. I hope you manifest wherever this is falling in your chart. I hope you manifest help, beauty, usefulness, some ease, and some information for that area of your chart. And if you're not sure where this is at in your chart, it's okay. It's okay to be new here. It's okay to hear this lingo and this jargon and think I have absolutely no idea what these people are talking about. If you need a chart, if you're going to interact with astrology, you've got to get a natal chart. You can definitely come see me. You can do a free one online, whatever is best for you, but get your chart so you can get in the game, okay? All right, you guys, after this video post, I'm going to put the Ask the Moon offer down in the description box, and I hope you take advantage. I love you guys. I look forward to serving you and interacting with you however I can, okay? Have a beautiful day, you guys. Happy full moon in Sag.